Hi everybody, welcome back to my Flosstube. If you're new, my name is Rachel. I'm so happy that you guys are here. It's been a hot minute since I've made a video, so thank you to everyone who's returning. I think it's been a month, but I honestly don't even remember. It's the second week of March. I think it's March 8th today, so time is absolutely flying by, but thankfully work is finally starting to slow down just a little. So I had a few minutes today and I wanted to make a little update for you guys. I have been cross-stitching since you last saw me, but I honestly do not remember where I was when I last made my Flosstube update. So I just have my whole bag and I figured we'll go through the whole thing and pull everything out and just show you guys everything again. Since I think I worked on most of the things in here, but a couple I definitely didn't. I'm not sure. We'll find out as we go through. While I've been cross-stitching, I've also been reading a lot. I've been reading the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I got the first book for Christmas, and so I'm on the last book now, A Court of Silver Flames, and I'm absolutely obsessed. So I haven't done as much cross-stitching as I might have at one point since I'm back on the reading train, but that has been super fun. I absolutely love those books. Highly recommend. Okay, first piece that I pulled out is my Love Bug sale that I started with Marjorie Made Stitches. Sorry, I just lost all train of thought. So at Marjorie Made did a Love Bug sale. This is the pattern. And I think I only posted about this like twice. I definitely have more progress than I have shown on my Instagram. I usually do it at night. I usually cross stitch at night and then it's too dark to take a good photo, so then I don't, and then I never think about it again. Anyway, I decided to do this on 32 count Lugana in the color Sprite. Yes, 32 count Lugana Sprite. And I thought it was gonna be kind of purple like it is in the photo, or I'm sorry, I thought it was gonna be pink like it is in the photo. I'm so out of practice. But mine came out really purple. So I did a purple conversion and this is where I'm at. So I've done these little, I can't even see, done this little line of bugs, and I think it's like a dragonfly that I started. So I'm working right here. I did a center start in the pattern. So I'm doing my own purple conversion, and I know last time I showed this to you guys I was deciding what color purple to use, and I ended up going with 154. A lot of people wanted me to do the other purple, but I just felt like this one complemented the colors that I had already picked out a lot more, and I didn't have it in me to go pick out more colors. I just wanted to start it, but I'm really happy with it so far. So again, that is the Love Bug cell, and I really like it. It's my first time stitching on this kind of linen, and it was definitely an adjustment. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I also love it at the same time. So I haven't like completely converted to linen yet, but I am enjoying working on it. So it's hard. I hate like having to move around and like count stitches. That sucks. I'm like, Ada is so much easier to do that, but I like it so far. Next, oh, this is my new start. So I made one like nursery gift for my cousin earlier this year. It was like the tree and the bears, and so this is a gift for my other cousin. They're brothers, and then both of their wives are both pregnant with their first children, so funny how the timing works out. But let me see if I have the photo. I don't think I do in here. This is another pattern from Etsy, and I'll put it up, and it's kind of like a mountain range with trees, and it's just grayscale. So this is where I'm at with this, and I'm doing this on 16 count white Ada. Move this needle out of the way. So, made good progress. This is going pretty quick. It's really huge, just like blocks of solid color, and so it's going by pretty quickly. And it's going to be round, and then I actually have a frame that I got at Target. I think it's a 12 by 12 with an 8 by 8 mat. Yeah, it sounds right, 12 by 12 with 8 by 8 mat. And it's all white, and so I'm thinking I'm going to frame it in there, but like TBD. I tried to frame the other nursery piece that I made earlier this year, and That was a frame from Target and it did not go well. So we'll see how it goes with that. Next, oh, this is just my extra bag of stuff. I could have gone through this earlier, but I just didn't have it in me this morning, you know? Next is my Summer Symphony piece. This one you guys have seen. This is an old Bucilla kit. Get the picture out. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think last time I showed this to you guys, I had finished like the first page or top corner, which came to like this line here. And I only worked on this one day, so it's not a ton of progress, but this is where I'm at. So I added, I was working down this 10 by 10 column right here, so working on that, and it looks super cute. You can also tell, if you haven't seen my videos before, you can tell that this is a really old piece because it has painter's tape edges. I don't use painter's tape edges anymore, but you know, it's okay. No wrong ways in cross stitch. That's one thing I'm learning about Flosstube, is like, it's okay to do everything how you want to. There's no wrong answer as long as it works for you. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this in my last video. I think I did, but I was able to put all my floss on the little Adam Hart floss drops. So it's kind of a tangled mess from working on it, but I'm happy. These colors were on like cardstock cards that came in the kit, so I'm happy that these are finally on floss drops. I had to order more. I know in one of my videos I told you guys that I put the stickers on the center, but I was on TikTok the other day and I noticed Adam Hart cross stitch came up on my For You page, and she had her stickers on this like top edge, kind of like folded over. And I was like, how freaking smart. I can't believe I didn't think of that, because I was wondering like how I was going to store these once I was done with the projects and put them in bobbin boxes, because that's the whole point in me getting this shape of floss drop. And I was like, well, I'll just cross that bridge when I get there, you know. And I was like, how could I not have thought to put it on the top edge and like fold the sticker over? Whatever, we'll get there eventually. But I just thought that was really cool. So if you have these floss drops and you're wondering how to label the stickers because you're like me and you put it in a stupid spot, that's how. That's how to do it. Okay. Next project. Oh, this is my Gilmore Girls piece. I could not talk today at all. And this is in an old project bag from my grandma. So this one, if you've been watching, you know that I started it on the wrong end of the fabric. This is Autumn and Stars Hollow, and I have this huge long piece of A-dot, and I started it on the edge instead of like in one, because this is going to be a 3-piece series. I probably should show it to you before I show you the pattern. So this is the pattern. It's Autumn and Stars Hollow, and it's going to be a 3-piece series. So what I didn't realize is I like failed to read the directions, and this is the one I'm working on. It's supposed to be the third, and I put it on the end. So I had to frog the one I started, which I started to frog it, but I didn't get that far because I didn't feel like it. Stitching it sounded a lot more fun than frogging it. So this is where I am. I'm caught up to where I was over here, plus a little more, I think. So it looks exactly the same, but it's in the right spot, which is good. So Autumn and Stars Hollow, and I have the matching needle minder to go with it. And this is on 14 count ivory Aida. And I got this at Keepsakes. And I got it cut to size and everything in December when I went there. So love this. All 4 pieces in the series are going to go on this once I get a hold of them. I think only the first 2 have been released so far, but Autumn and Stars Hollow. And then this is my project bag with like 3 different projects in it, or two projects in it. So I'll show you guys Friends. I did not work on this. It looks like this is the only piece that I haven't worked on since my last video, which is honestly impressive. I didn't think I got that much stitching done. But this is Friends. I haven't really worked on this. I'll probably work on it I honestly don't know. Probably not until I have another road trip or something. I really like working on this one in the car because it's such big blocks of color. So it's 14 count 8, a big box of color, so it's really easy when the car is moving a little bit to keep focus on it versus like the linen or a smaller count, or a higher count, I guess I should say, smaller stitches. So I really like that one. But I don't know, it's not as fun as some of the other pieces, so I don't pull it out very often. And then my last piece, which I did work on, but then I got frustrated with and had to put away, is, what is this called? Calico House. And I think last time you guys saw it, I had finished the roof. Let me pull this up. So this is what it looks like. It's a cute little leaflet that I got from my grandma. And I think I had finished the roof last time you saw it. And this, there's a working thread on here, so sorry about that. Let me fix that. Okay, so this is where I'm at now. I did a lot of progress on this, but I also messed up a little bit. So first I finished the windows, and I was like, okay, cool, let's like finish all these light blue flowers. So I did these light blue flowers, and then I did like all the little edges and stuff and the back stitching. And the back stitching was pretty easy. I'm stitching this 1/1 on 22 count hanger, but the back stitching is 2 strands. And so, but what I didn't realize is that the house back stitching and the door back stitching are supposed to be different colors. These lines are supposed to be the same color as the windows. And I did it the dark because you're supposed to fill in the door with the dark blue. But of course I didn't realize that till way after I did it. So that was mistake number 1 that I made. And then I tried to go up and do the back stitching on the roof because it's supposed to have like light blue back stitching just like this, but up here. And I hated it. I tried it with 1 strand, I tried it with 2 strands, I tried it like doing longer pieces, shorter pieces. I tried starting in different spots, but I could not get it to lay nicely and look nice. So TBD on if I'm going to do the back stitching or how I'm going to go about that. But I did do the little, there's only a little bit of back stitching in the top, like little, like the window part. There's like 2 strands in there, so I did do that, but not really sure. And then the other thing that I messed up on this house, and really like the last straw for me, was I started the bushes on the side, and I am using a pin stitch to start because I'm doing 1 strand, and I started with like 1 extra stitch on here, but I didn't realize till I did, you know, 4 of them. And not that it's hard to frog 3 or 4 stitches, but it was just like the last straw for me when I was working on this. So I put it away and I was like, in a couple weeks when I pull this out again, like I'll fix it then. But yeah, so I worked on this for 1 night and got frustrated, and that's where we're at, but it still looks cute. You can't tell that I'm, thankfully, like, it's not obvious stuff that I messed up, but I just have to kind of like problem solve what I'm gonna do with the door and take those other stitches out and then figure out what I'm gonna do with the back stitching. But anyway, oh, it's so dark. That is all my cross stitching, all my pieces. I did start one other project that isn't cross stitch since I last talked to you guys, and it's actually diamond painting. I've always wanted to try it, and I was at Michael's the other day and they had a kit on clearance, so I got it, and it is massive. I didn't realize how massive it was. But it's like the Amalfi Coast, like that typical picture of the Amalfi Coast that you see. The plastic is still on it, so it's gonna be a little bit of a glare, but I started in the bottom corner here. I don't even know if you guys can see this. Okay, here's the bottom corner that I've worked on. And then this is the whole thing. It's absolutely massive. I had to stand up. But it's gorgeous. It's been really fun to have something else to work on. I've just been like mentally exhausted lately, so it's nice to have something a little more mindless than cross-stitching and reading, but not so, like, I still have to think a little bit, but it's more mindless. I feel like, than cross stitching, so I've enjoyed it, trying something new. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this update. Not sure when the next one will be, just kind of depends on how the next couple weeks go. I'm still in Binghamton. I know that's where I was last time, but I start traveling again soon. I'm going to Arizona to visit some friends this weekend, and then at the end of March, I'll be traveling a little bit, going home for Easter, visiting a couple schools in the Midwest, and then I'll be back to Binghamton before I finish up this job and start on the next adventure, which I'll share with you guys eventually, but not yet. There's still details to be sorted out and stuff like that. So nothing, I have an idea of what I'm going to do after this job is done, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video.